we are at the San Francisco Bay model, Sausalito. I visited this once about 60 years ago in the Cub Scouts, and check it out again.
San Francisco Bay, one of the most beautiful natural harbors on Earth, and a key part of one of the most important water systems in North America. The water within the bay, and swirling beneath its world-famous Golden Gate Bridge, plays a vital role in the well-being of California. The story of the San Francisco Bay's water begins high in the snowfields of the Sierra Nevada, where meltwater begins a long journey down mountain streams to join two great rivers of the Central Valley, the Sacramento flowing from the north, and the San Joaquin flowing from the south. The two rivers come together in the delta and flow through a maze of winding waterways to mix with the tidal waters flowing through San Francisco Bay from the Pacific Ocean. The Bay model constructed by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, simulates the complex interactions of water flow from the delta to the ocean. Stretching over 1.5 acres, the size of 2 football fields, the model recreates the interplay of tides, currents, and river inflows, and shows how they can be affected by human activities. Your visit to the Bay model is an opportunity to explore one of the largest tidal hydraulic models in the world and to discover why making good choices about Bay Delta resources is so important to California's future. The Bay model helps us understand the impacts of changes in water flow on our environment and reminds us of the need to keep our bay and delta healthy. The San Francisco Bay and Delta form the largest estuary on the west coast of North America. An estuary is a unique ecosystem in which salt water from the ocean mixes with fresh water from rivers, creating rich habitat for fish and wildlife. The mix of salt and fresh water in the San Francisco Bay Delta estuary is constantly changing, depending on the cycles of the ocean tides, as well as on winds, ocean currents, seasonal changes in rainfall, and the amount of river flow. It's a complicated system. The San Francisco Bay Delta estuary covers approximately 1,600 square miles, just larger than the state of Rhode Island, and extends more than 70 miles into the heart of California. Millions of fish, migratory waterfowl, and other wildlife depend on the estuary for their survival. 2/3 of California's homes and farms depend on the estuary for fresh water. The Bay model makes it easy to see the key features of the San Francisco Bay Delta estuary, the different bays. South Bay, Central Bay, San Pablo Bay, Sosun Bay, and how they are connected by deep, narrow straits that mark the course of ancient river valleys now flooded by a higher sea level. Away from these channels, water depths are very shallow. 2/3 of the bay area is less than 18 feet deep. The delta, once a vast marshland, is now a labyrinth of river channels, sloughs, and man-made islands. 40% of the state's fresh water would normally flow into the delta, but historic flows into the bay are reduced because over half of the delta's water is diverted for agricultural use and human consumption. Over the past 150 years, people have altered the Bay Delta estuary without knowing the consequences of their actions. Over 1/3 of the bay has been filled and more than 80% of the original tidal wetlands converted to other uses. The most devastating change to the Bay Delta watershed was brought about by the gold rush of 1849. Miners in the Sierra Nevada pumped huge amounts of water through powerful hoses to expose the ore, sending millions of tons of rock and silt down the rivers and into the bay. By the time this hydraulic mining stopped in 1884, the new sediments had greatly reduced the depth of the bay in most areas. In response to these disastrous consequences, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers was authorized by Congress to take a leading role in maintaining navigation of the bay and delta and other national waterways. As part of this mission, Congress authorized the Corps to build the Bay model in 1954 to help scientists test the physical effects of human activities on these waters. Until January 2000, the model was used as a laboratory to measure the effects of drought, floods, dredging, oil spills, shoreline development, and freshwater diversions to cities and farms. By showing the consequences of activities before they took place, the model helped planners and policymakers make informed decisions about Bay Delta issues. The Bay model is not an exact replica of the Bay and Delta geography. The Corps of Engineers made some modifications to accurately demonstrate tidal flow patterns. For example, the model has different horizontal and vertical scales, with the vertical scale exaggerated so that the water level will be deep enough to measure. The model also exaggerates time. For the model, a day passes every 14.9 minutes, 100 times faster than a real 24-hour day. You can see this phenomenon by closely observing the model. Every 3.8 minutes, you will notice the change in water levels that corresponds to the high and low tides in San Francisco Bay. Today, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers uses super-fast computers to perform the kinds of three-dimensional modeling that previously required large-scale physical models. Accordingly, the mission of the Bay model has been changed from research to education. In its new role, the Bay model helps students, policymakers, and the general public better understand the nature, importance, and key issues of the Bay Delta estuary and its watershed. Pathways around the model allow you to visit key features such as the Golden Gate Bridge. The open expanses of San Francisco's interconnected bays. The narrows of Carquinez Strait and the Delta. Throughout the model, hands-on exhibits and interactive videos allow you to explore deeper into Bay Delta subjects and issues. As you complete your Bay model experience, take a moment to learn about ways you can personally make a difference in protecting this watershed's natural resources. Clean, clear water, the fundamental element of this amazing ecosystem and of all life on Earth. In order to properly manage this water, we must first understand the natural processes of the San Francisco Bay watershed. Learning about the fragile nature of this watershed is vital to preserving this environment for future generations.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Post a comment if you have any questions or ideas, and I'll try to respond. That's all for now, but more videos are coming, and if you want to see them, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification icon if you don't want to miss one. This is STScI signing out, and keep looking up.